Hey, what's happening, YouTubers? We're back with a brand new unboxing video. Today we have the new McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Batwoman Beyond from the Collecta Build Batman Futures End. Now this was McFarlane Toys' special rollout this year for 2021. He wanted to do a Collecta Build figure that would be spread out throughout the entire year. We first got our Batman Beyond, our Shriek, and now Batwoman Beyond. Without further ado, like we always do, y'all, we'll get started with the box art first. So it's pretty simplistic when it comes to McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse boxes and the box art, but on the side of the packaging, you can see the DC Multiverse logo on the top. On the side, it says Batwoman, and on the back of the packaging, you can see an image of Batwoman Beyond in action against the Joker bot and Batman Beyond and Shriek in that same photo. And like I mentioned, this was McFarlane Toys' unique way of rolling out a Collecta Build figure throughout the entire year. On the bottom, you can see Batman Beyond was released in April, Shriek was released in June, and then Batwoman Beyond was released in August, even though I just got this 2 weeks ago. And then Blight, who's the fourth figure, should be coming out this month, but I highly doubt it. I'm probably expecting it to come maybe next month or December. All right, enough about the box art. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get Batwoman Beyond out of the packaging. All right, normally I do my jump cut scene where I remove the figure out of the packaging, but I wanted to point this out as just kind of a little bit of feedback or criticism for McFarlane Toys and the way they package their figures. There should be no reason why you have plastic wraps on virtually every single damn piece in this box. You should not have to put it on the Batarang because it's already clamped in by the plastic enclosure. You don't need to have it on both Batarangs. You don't need to have two on the Collecta Build pieces. I mean, there's one on the thigh and the ankle. You really only just need it in the middle or on just one part of it. And then you don't need it on one ankle on the figure and both arms. You really just need it on the torso to keep it in. Because like I mentioned, the clamshell essentially keeps it in the packaging. So I don't understand that method of wasting plastic and putting all these plastic ties on there. And I'm not the only one that finds the plastic ties annoying. Here's a clip actually of Todd McFarlane trying to remove a Spawn figure last year.
Sometimes the ties is really sort of the most annoying part of a toy. I might have to get some scissors.
All right, here is Batwoman Beyond out of the packaging, and like we always do, we're going to get started with the accessories first. So she does come with the Collecta Build figure pieces for the legs for the Joker bot or Batman's Futures End. It also comes with your McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse DC base plate. And it comes with an additional set of hands. These are gripping hands and look like they're gripping hands for the Batarangs. And speaking of Batarangs, here are the two additional Batarangs she comes with. And I believe these are reused from the Batman Beyond figure. And like all McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse figures, it does come with a trading card, which I appreciate. And it's kind of cool because you get to collect the cards along with the figure itself. On the back is a little read-up on Batwoman Beyond. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know too much about Batwoman Beyond. So there's a little read-up. Feel free to pause it if you want to read it. But it looks like from the gist of it, Batwoman Beyond is the daughter of Dick Grayson. And her name is Elena Grayson. All right, enough about all the accessories. Let's go ahead and take a look at the figure itself. And I'll be honest with you and transparent. Right off the bat, I don't like this figure at all. You can see her left leg is warped. And the reason for that is because the way the figure is packaged in the box. I understand why, because I believe Todd McFarlane spoke earlier last year about how he would like to have the figures in dynamic poses in box for those in-box collectors. The downside of that is it gets warped over time depending how long it's in the box. Now you can see her left leg is warped and even the ankle, so standing it up straight is no bueno. Another thing I did want to point out, I don't like the way the emblem is sculpted on there, and I understand why they did this. It's so you can utilize a diaphragm joint, but at the same time, over time, you can see when you're using it or posing the figure, it will bend over time and get warped. Maybe what McFarlane Toys could have done was move the emblem a little bit higher up on the suit. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are still some positives when it comes to this figure. The sculpt, like always with McFarlane Toys, and you always hear it in my reviews, is pretty awesome. It is using the same engineered wings that were on the Batman Beyond figure. So that means on her wrist right here, there's a little port to port the wrist with the wings. And just to kind of showcase it, this is what it looks like with the wings attached to her arms. And also the head sculpt too. I think they did an okay job with the head sculpt. I do like the way they sculpted the hair on the back. If I'm being honest though, the face kind of looks like a symbiote Spider-Man or Spider-Woman. Now we're going to jump right into size comparisons. And first size comparison here is Batwoman Beyond next to the other two figures from this wave. We have Shriek and Batman Beyond. And next size comparison, here she is next to a couple other DC Multiverse figures from McFarlane Toys. We have Nightwing from the 2-pack with Red Hood and the Damian Wayne Robin. And next size comparison here is Batwoman Beyond next to some more DC Multiverse figures from McFarlane Toys. We have Dr. Fate from the Injustice 2 game and Wonder Woman from The Last Night on Earth. And last size comparison, here is Batwoman Beyond next to McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse White Knight figures. We have Joker and Batman. All right, so my overall thoughts, if I'm being honest, guys, I don't like this figure at all. And I hate to be super critical of this figure, mainly because I'm a huge fan of McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse line, and I don't think they get quite the respect they deserve in the toy community like they should. And also, it's unfortunate because the other two figures in this wave have been absolute bangers. Like this Shriek, in my opinion, is one of the best figures they've ever produced in McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse line. And this Batman Beyond is way better than the one Mattel came out with a few years ago. But it's unfortunate that this figure isn't up to par when it comes to these other two figures. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below, YouTubers. Let me know what you think of this figure. In my opinion, it's not their best one. I'm not really a fan of it. If nothing else, you do get the collect-to-build parts for the Joker bot, which I think is pretty cool. This is a Target exclusive. It isn't available on their website anymore, but I think you can still find them in stores because I know that's what happened with Shriek. Shriek was sold out online, but I still found them in stores. And if I had to guess, I have a feeling McFarlane Toys might re-release this Batwoman Beyond figure, maybe with different head sculpt and different accessories, because if we look at the track record, they've re-released the Shriek figure without the mask and the Batman Beyond figure with a different head sculpt, and I'm pretty sure McFarlane Toys wants to get their money's worth out of this body mold. So if I had to guess, I think they would re-release this later on with different accessories. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And like always, if you like what you see, please hit that like button. If you haven't already yet, subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe. Thanks for watching. Sorry, without further ado, let's get Batwoman Beyond out of the packaging. God damn it.